What's up? Felix and Jonas here, and as you can see, we're out here in London. We just arrived, and yeah, we're pretty excited because I think for both of us, London is one of the most interesting cities worldwide when it comes to music culture and electronic music in particular. And yeah, as usual, we're going to do some artist shootings. First up today, we're going to visit Lauren Faith in her studio in central London. She's a really talented vocalist. I think I discovered her through her feature with Kamal Williams a couple of years ago from Yusuf Kamal. And yeah, she's gonna show us some material from her latest EP and give us a little tour of her studio.
Always done music. It's all I've ever done, all I know how to do. When I create, I generally just don't even think. It's kind of like a way of me being able to kind of just zone out and not think, because sometimes I think too much. Hey guys, I'm Lauren Faith. I'm a music producer from London, and I'm going to show you guys some of my favourite sounds in some of my favourite synths that I use every day. And I want to let you in on my formula and how I make music or what inspires me. So when I produce, I tend to find like a signature sound, whether it's like a sample kind of sound. So it could be like some chords that sound like, and they just loop around, just like something like that. And I'll just loop that, get the tempo going, find a bass that like goes with it. Pretty quick like that kind of thing. Or it could be, I start with like drums.
Tomorrow we are going to visit Ehua, whom I discovered through her releases on Nervous Horizon, which is dedicated to a really, let's say, niche kind of drum sound, but in a really interesting way in shaping the recent generation of electronic music in London, in my opinion. So I'm really interested what she's going to show us tomorrow.
My music has got a strong experimental element, and it's literally something that it's created to be listened at home, but also to enjoy from left, you know, at a rave. So sometimes I struggle to find the right balance, and I find myself like stranded in this limbo of really deep, strong emotions that I'm trying to process with my music, and the fact that I'm gonna have to drop them on the dance floor, you know? It's not always easy, but I try and focus on the rhythmical aspects of my productions. Like there's a strong percussive element to my music production because rhythm, it's what drives me, like in general, what drives my love for music.
Yeah, then on Wednesday we're headed to the studio of Boddika. I'm also super excited about that. I've been following his work for over 10 years. Super insane producer, and he also has loads of Eurorack and other modular gear and a bunch of sick processing equipment as well. So yeah, super excited about that.
And then lastly on Thursday, also really exciting, we're going to visit TSVI, who's one of the founders behind the Nervous Horizon label.
So I'm super excited about the whole week. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
I can see Hello, I'm Boddika. I'll show you around my studio now. And we'll start with a modular. Just a little bit of modular. The reason I got into modular is because over the years I went through so many different sort of polysynths and mono synths, which I loved, you know, the classics like Moog, Roland and Korg, like. And as time went on, I just felt like I'd started to exhaust them. And once I started playing with modular, I don't know, man, I just felt reinvigorated, and it was quite exciting, the possibilities that you could do. Like, you know, with a mono synth, you're obviously restricted. They all have their own sound and they do slightly different things, but with modular, it just takes it to an entirely different level. It's like you've got control over absolutely everything, and frequency modulation, you know, comes into play a lot to create sounds that you just can't do on like vintage mono synths and that. So like I said, I did my time with those and I love those, but modular just sort of came in and yeah, blew me away. Plus it's kind of addictive buying it.
It's kind of like I make music because I'm not really like good with words in general to explain things, and I feel like with music I have like a channel like to express my emotion. Yeah, I found really hard to communicate how I'm feeling. Whenever like I'm in the studio by myself, like, you know, the Ableton project is just a canvas and I can just express myself, how I feel that day. If I want to make something like that cheer me up, makes me happy, that I want to dance to. Also, I want to make something like, I don't know, moody or sad. Yeah, it's just a way to express myself in a way that I'm not, I can't otherwise with words, basically, yeah. So I'm gonna show you the project file of my track, still untitled, which is gonna come out sometimes in 2024. Yeah, this track is made completely like in the box. I usually work this way. I mostly make stuff, inside Ableton. Rarely I record some hardware stuff which I've got in the studio. I basically like to do long jams and and then chop it up.
All right, that's been it for our week here in London. I think we got some super interesting insights. And one last thing, a couple of weeks ago, in case you haven't checked it out, we started a new platform over on Instagram together with Thomann. It's called Voltage Labs, and it's about all things electronic music. There we aim to connect the dots between culture, music and technology. So it's not just going to be educational content and studio features, but also some music recommendations from Jonas and myself, and exclusive artist profiles and almost daily content, much of which you won't find here on YouTube. So make sure to check it out. I'm sure it's going to be linked in the description. And apart from that, thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Peace out.